Control's not on. Okay. That's a solid start to this. Anyways. Hi. Since when has Steam been doing that? I don't know, but it just gave me a prompt that my controller is connected. That's actually a really nice thing. It could be because the Steam controller thing. That is not available to anybody unless they want to pay twice the price, because scalpers are a thing. But yeah, we're gonna jump straight into the second day of... Well, I shouldn't say second day. I don't know if it's the second day or third day, or the first day. Well, technically it's the second day that happens within the case, within the episode 2, but this is like the... I'm guessing this is the second day, technically, of the investigation. Well, we'll start with a trial, and we're supposed to prove that Ronnie, whatever, is not guilty. So anyways, let's go into it. October 13th, 9:36 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. Hey, Nick! Why is it? Is something wrong? Nah, but you see all the people here? It's crazy! Oh, so check out the mask glossy I bought. You bought this where? Maya using money? I don't believe that. I'm finding a little tense in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale. You know I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Maskedy mask, publicity photo stuck in the court record. I showed up maskedy mask striking a pose. Okay. What? Okay. Is this Ron? Come on, I'm guilty. Put the book at me. Who's screaming like that? Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are going to get any less ugly for you. Because I did it. I'm the criminal. Me. He's at it again. I sent a calling card to Lordly Taylor. I admit it. But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Normally, when I say, of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but yikes. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure they give me a guilty verdict, please. Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Desi, honey. Bonjour. Well, actually, it's more like a non-jure. Because it's a very bad morning. I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this. And leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. Well, you see, actually the thief is, me. Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. So why are you smiling when you say it? She's got the, you either prove my husband innocent or I kill you smile. Well, if you excuse me, I've got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is Maskedy Mask or not. But there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. October 13th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 6. Oh, there he is. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Doesn't want to say anything yet. I spent the whole day, well, okay, I did other things today as well, but I spent a significant amount of my time wondering what kind of voice do I want to give this guy. Because I have no clue what to expect from him. All I know is that he's apparently very likable. So I don't want to do any too goofy of a voice either. A demand. Yeah, I know. Like, I was... God, I'm really not good at role-playing. But, like, I'm guessing that we're being, like, a... Is this supposed to be, like, a positive masculinity or a toxic masculinity? Because... right now, he's just got his hand on his face, and I don't know how to read that exactly. He's not doing the L thing either. The right, okay, yeah, the right kind of masculinity. Okay. Nah, you know, actually, yeah, okay. Chat has spoken, so I will... It's some caffeine. Okay, so... a very masculine, manly man that has like a low energy as well. God, I should have just taken a fucking energy drink before this, I guess. Which I don't drink normally, but that would help. Probably. Or then would absolutely launch me over the edge. Well... the hell is a masculine man? Oh boy. I'm gonna need a moment. I'm gonna need a moment to think about that. Who do I use as a reference? Oh, so he's a straight to the point kind of guy. Got it. No edging. My bad. Well, I guess he will finish job. And in this case, the job is this case, and... well, yeah, actually, no, that's a self-explanatory thing. Well, I don't really want to do that either. It's a different thing to do macho man than a masculine man. Oh, Jesus Christ. Could I pull that off? I don't know if I can do that, but I'm gonna try that. Okay, I have an idea. What about prosecution? Are you prepared to? What a stupid question. What did you say? Fine, let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? No, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by. Okay, he has that. Okay, got it. I'm picking up on the... okay. Who are you? I am Godot, legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case.
Ah, he's the one that Detective Anthony was talking about.
Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? None. What the fuck? What did you say? I've never prosecuted a case before. Never? But you said you've never lost before. Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won before either. What are the characters in the story? Just fucking look at me. And then we have Godot. And then we have... Ron. They're like all the fucking different ends of the... They're all different ends of the spectrum, but very different spectrums, and... I don't know.
Why, I reckon for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings. Yes, but a mask in a court of law?
Okay, you know, I was... So... While I was thinking about the character today, which is a completely normal thing to do, by the way, like... I was really expecting the game to address the mask. I don't know if he's ever gonna remove it or not. Maybe at some point. But also, what is this fucking smooth jazz playing in the background, actually? Anyways, I was certain that the game is gonna acknowledge the mask to some way, because this game has a really funny way of being like, yes, it's a bit of it's a silly fictional setting, but it tries to reach for realism whenever it can, and having these kind of anime-ish characters are kind of, you know, standing out. They stand out a lot. So while the game is not against having characters like that, it absolutely will point out the weirdness. Anyway, sorry, that was just something I was really hoping. I was really hoping that the game's gonna bring out at some point, and I'm so glad that they do it right off the bat. And I'm sure Phoenix is gonna have something to say about that as well.
Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks. Neither on our faces or over our hearts. Huh?
This guy is the real deal, alright, Nick?
Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? Because they're all a deal. Quite the deal to deal with.
So we finally meet Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Huh?
Nick, is he a friend of yours?
No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? It would be very... It would be quite the twist if it turns out to be Edgeworth. Just playing as his, you know... masked vigilante alter ego. Anyways. Who is this masked man?
I returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you.
What is he, Virgil? He's got the hair. He actually has the hair. Shit. It seems like got the suit. Kinda. Close. But Virgil cannot grow facial hair. To my understanding. No, it's just my... It's just my quick wits and my impeccable deduction skills that pointed me towards Edgeworth. That is definitely the only thing pointing towards him. I would never spoil anything.
Well then, Prosecutor Gobo. It's not Gobo, it's Godot, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite.
What is it?
Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two. Well then, let's hear from the first witness.
My name is...
No one has asked your name, witness. The important thing is what you know. That's all. Start talking. We're listening.
Yes, sir.
Alright, witness. First, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn.
Yes, sir. Maskedy Mask's crime. Maskedy Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card onto Lordly Taylor. His pattern is to always go after the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Maskedy Mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T.
So then the actual identity of this Maskedy Mask is... Mr. Goddard, what are you?
That's fucking great. Why did he take a couple screenshots?
We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Goddard.
Blacker than a moonless night, hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed.
Very well, it's only coffee after all.
What? You can't be letting him slide this early in this trial?
And proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Well, Nick, what are you going to do?
As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we can do is show that it wasn't Maskedy Mask who stole the urn. Maskedy Mask crimes. Maskedy Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. I've been involved in the investigation from the beginning. Yup, nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. It's true, I'm a swarry author on thieves.
An author? He's written books about thieves?
I think he probably meant to say authority. The fact that this guy can slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, pal. It's easy when those fingers happen to be butterfingers.
Press harder!
So nobody knows more about the thief than you, huh? You got it, pal. X is made before the thief's mom days. But isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police? You don't mean Detective Swarry, do you?
Who is this person? Swarry? He sounds German.
His name is Look at me, sir. I guess I shouldn't have made up such a silly name for him. What the heck? I guess he's not all that famous after all. Anyway, it's true that he did manage to retrieve the last item that the thief stole.
Oh, I see. It seems you're not the expert you claim to be.
It looks like the thief is toying with me, even now.
Ah, God. The ever so easy to every case. Breaking down Gumshoe. Which really should not be that effective at this point anymore, but it works.
He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits a crime. Have you seen all these so-called calling cards? No, of course I have. Except the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought that card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred.
That's because Detective Atney stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police.
Was the calling card that Lordly Taylor received authentic?
Well, the cards have one common identifying feature. But we're not releasing that information to the general public.
Well, you're absolutely certain that this card is real.
I wish I can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Maskedy Mask's emblem. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card on to Lordly Taylor. His 5th heist, and your 5th screw-up, huh? Objection, pal. That ain't fair. Maybe you could say I screwed up 4 times. But this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time. You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe. I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away. Got me?
Wow, it looks like he's really going in it for Detective Atme.
His plan is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. Art pieces? Like what, for example? Well, his first target was the famous Tear of the Madone.
What's that? Some kind of especially salty teardrop?
No, sir. It's a blue diamond, a single red diamond. Next was the crown of Bongora, you know, the thing you put on your head. After that was the left hand of Hades, and then the portrait of Megina, sir. Detective Atme retrieved the portrait of Megina and returned to the museum. The target of his fifth and last robbery was a second urn, right?
But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces?
Well, we assume he must have some underworld connections.
Somehow, Mr. Delight doesn't look the type.
He's a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld.
I don't know. Work hard, play hard.
That's why we're sure it was Master Mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T. What do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T?
I was just thinking of asking the same thing myself.
I wish you would listen a little more closely, pal. First of all, there's a calling card. We're 100% certain it's authentic. Then there's the fact that he seemed to know all about the security system. And finally, his target was an art piece. These are all part of the thief's modus operandi.
And so, since the robbery seems to fit all those conditions?
That's right, it means that Master Mask is behind it.
Nick, it definitely looks like it was Master Mask who stole the urn.
There's no real evidence either way as to whether Ron lied as Master Mask.
But...
Also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, let alone in connection to Mr. Delay himself.
So even though we know it was Master Mask that did it...
Maybe for the time being, you should try to show it wasn't Master Mask that did it.
I think I know where I think I see where I'm going with. Yeah.
Objection!
This one first.
Can I ask a little something, Detective Gumshoe? Just hearing the little in that question is making me nervous. You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. Now, what do you mean?
Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing?
No, I mean from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price.
Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn? The appraiser I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense.
So in other words, it's not that kind of item that Master Mask would normally go after.
Everyone's catching strays in this case, apparently. Well, Phoenix deserves them. Maya, well... One could say she's got a lot of bad karma to, you know, make up for. Gumshoe, he's trying his best and it's kind of unfair. Look at me, still has, you know, has it coming for him, I'm sure, but like... We'll see how that plays out. If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Mask the Mask.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction the argument made itself, but...
Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Mask the Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot? Sips coffee. This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Godot number 107. That's a lot of coffee blends to have. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got in my mind right now. Mr. Wright.
What?
If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess.
Sorry, but I don't get what you mean.
If you're saying it wasn't Master Mask that sold the urn, then it must be someone who imitated Master Mask's methods. A fake. A fake Master Mask?
Fake mask? Fake the mask? That sounds so ridiculous, but I like it.
Should I say the star in between? It's gotta be really difficult.
Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Wright. Proof that the person who appeared at Lord Taylor that night was actually a fake. Well, I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior. His point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting.
It looks like I'm going to have to prove it. I need proof that the person at Lord Taylor that night was in fact faked the mask.
Oh shit. Ah. Whoa.
I never read this actually. To the secretary at Lordly Taylor, I will be coming to purloin the most priceless work of art on display in your treasure of Korean exhibit. Take care of that speckled urn, won't you? Yours truly, Nasty Mask. That technically could work. A prosecutor who is shrouded in mystery. He must know me somehow. There is something very familiar about him, admittedly, but I'm not sure if that's just because of the, once again, because the hair, or is this something to do with the previous case? There's a couple I'm thinking of, but I don't know yet. Yeah, that's the cold dead look I was missing in the first case. That's the Phoenix I know. Sure, this doesn't show the spikes too well, but it's my third year as a young but skilled boy. Okay. Nah, okay, I think the only thing I have working for me is the calling card, because the way I reason this is the most priceless work of art, but still calls a speckled urn. Like, that's a bit of a weird thing to say. So this seems like a unlikely. Yeah, I guess we don't want to bring Ron into this just yet. This could also work because of the fact that it's like, oh, valuable works of art. But I think that's exactly what we already established, so I think that would get me nowhere. And personally, I'm not interested in getting stuck too early on, too badly. Yeah, well, I don't have much to work with. What's your supposed to prove? Oh, well, it proves someone here is a fake, alright. It proves that this lawyer is a fake. Apparently that's not right. These prosecutors sure know how to twist a knife.
There's no time to be impressed. Think it over again.
Okay.
When he stole the urn, his photo was taken, right? Who knows? Maybe there's something on there that shows he's a fake.
Is she talking about that photo we got from Attorney?
Are you ready yet, Mr. Wright? Oh.
Looks like we'll have to. Oh, okay. Wait, we got a photo? Oh, we did get a photo. Wait. Oh, this one, yeah. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Oopsie. Well, let me think. Is there something about this? I was kind of thinking that there's a high chance that there's a something on that photo. I haven't looked into that well enough. Oh wait, isn't that missing like an important, like an entire part of the? Yeah, it is. Okay, got it. The proof is right here.
This looks like a photo taken by a security camera.
If you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it.
Huh. Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use his pointer and show us just what about this picture is so peculiar.
The necklace, or the collar, whatever. I think there's a better word for that, but
It's right here, of course.
I mean, mask to mask?
I have here a piece of reference I would like to go take a look at.
Is that the publicity photo I bought this morning?
The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on the mask's chest.
A breach? Here? Bailiff, get my steed. We need to retreat now.
Okay. The judge is fucking losing it.
A brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of clasp for holding one's cape on.
A clasp, huh? Oh, I see now.
The mask in the security camera photo. Ah, he has no brooch. Got no brooches. That brooch is the same as the emblem on the mask's calling card and serves as his symbol. But the thief that broke into Lord the Tailor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this mask is a fake. I've been fooled again.
Order? It's true. Undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how could you not have overlooked this?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I...
Another cop.
Hey now. If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too. Mr. Goddard, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch? Huh. The brooch you were talking about? Do you mean this?
Yeah. That's... Mask's brooch.
Where did you find it? I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue.
Buddha statue? Must mean the Amy Faye statue.
That. There's a lot wrong with that statement, but okay.
Why did you tell me about this, sir?
I always put evidence away in my pocket.
I can't blame him, because that's what Phoenix does as well, but...
After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence.
This guy is one cool customer.
It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there too. Hickeys? Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Ron Delight's fingerprints.
What?
What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch? Order in the court. Mr. Goddard, let's see that brooch. I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of. It appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of glove left on the back. Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene.
Uh-oh, Phoenix, we have a problem.
The mask brooch added to the court record. Found in the shadow of Amy Faye's statue. Looks like it was torn off of some clothing.
You mess with Goddards,
You get shot?
and you get burned.
Shot would have rhymed a bit better, but...
Guys, playing me like a violin.
Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness.
Huh? You're done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet.
You proven your own incompetence. That's good enough.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Oh boy. Bailiff, bring the next witness into the courtroom.
Finally, time for the ice detective to make his appearance, huh?
And 1 second is 1 trip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry up.
Shh! Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear.
What's clear?
Zwari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor. A coffee maniac at that. Am I correct?
Oh, well, yes, that's right. No, not bad. Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil.
Okay. Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Look at Me, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Boy, these two make a perfect pair. They either be best friends or they would tear each other's heads off.
I've heard that on the night of the crime, you were all alone on security detail.
You have heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 detective gumshoes.
I don't think 1,000 Detective Gumshoes could afford a monocle. With all their salary combined.
If Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is. Why was this guy all by himself? There must be some reason, I'm sure of it.
Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed.
What he witnessed.
It was approximately at 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Masty Mask, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police.
So I didn't get a clear look at the criminal.
My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural.
I fail to see why the witness seems so proud of his performance that evening.
Well, Sir Old-Timer, let me explain. We are not speaking of any ordinary thief, but of the king of thieves, the great Masty Mask, my arch enemy. That is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me.
Very well. Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Kinda already forgot what voice I was doing him, but
It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. So that would be 1 o'clock in the morning of the 12th, correct? That's an impressive deduction, sir lawyer. You were on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at the time? A penetrating question. I was in the basement, the warehouse, near the computer. Near the computer, huh?
So, then you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it?
Up to this point, I have tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief. Yeah, he said the same thing yesterday, too. Gumshoes also said that they've never spotted the thief at the crime scenes before. Precisely. That is precisely why I chose not to hide last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief. But this thief was the one applying pressure on your pigeony head, that is. In any case, that's where my nemesis, the infamous Masty Mask, dancingly descended upon me. Dancingly descended? From where exactly? Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else? So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. How is it that you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow while my ears listened for his Jesus Christ. While my ears listened for his footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak upon me. It can only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes. I hereby dub you Ace Duns. Just as I began to turn, the cover struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened? Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask. That's all that I can recall.
That's not very solid as far as testimony goes.
However, Fortunately, I had my third monocle, the security camera, at the ready. It captures his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe.
Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with the photo?
Just no.
Okay, then let's continue with the testimony.
Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. In fact, I'm knocked unconscious, and you weren't able to do a thing? That's certainly some very impressive detective work. Huh. Well, sir lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head? Huh? Well, actually, yes. By a fire extinguisher. And what happened? I was knocked out.
And you lost your memory too!
You see? You have no right to look down on me then, do you? The only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I had more brains to begin with.
Okay.
You may have brains, but the wiring of the self-reflection part seems to be severed. In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless. And then 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. But it's 30 minutes. My silver cord was loosened and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium.
As usual, I have no idea what this guy's saying.
I think he's saying that he was out cold.
So, what happened during these 30 minutes?
No one can say, Your Honor. That spell of time has truly vanished into the ether. So what is he going on about?
There's something suspicious about Detective Atney. How could he not have noticed when the thief came in?
Also, he says he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. Well, that can't be right. In context, the evidence.
Huh? Which piece?
The real question is, why would he tell such an obvious lie?
Shit, wait, which part does that contradict? Well, I guess this one. I'm guessing this is where we're headed for. Like, there must be a reason why the brooch fell. So.
Objection!
Slams desk.
Mr. Atme, could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours?
Aha!
This belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Masky Mask. It is, in point of fact, Masty Mask brooch. It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough. Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing.
Ripped off? Aha!
We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I can think of.
Could be existential crisis. That happens a lot. To people, to my understanding. I've heard so.
And there's only one person that was in this position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on the security duty that night. You, Detective Atme. Detective Atme, you must have fought with the thief that night. So why did you lie in your testimony of the court?
Witness, giving false testimony is a serious crime.
No. Wait just a moment, sir, old-timer.
Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home.
I just remembered the honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately.
And to measure of a man is the amount of work he does. That's what I always say.
Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right?
You talk too much.
Witness, so are you now saying that you and the thief fought? Hold on, that's quite enough. Your Honor. Excuse me. Save the big questions for the testimony. As one of my rules.
Indeed, I understand. Look at me, agree completely.
This testimony, fight with the thief.
Indeed, it is true that I looked away but from the door for a brief moment. However, look at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed the weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they weren't not enough. His first blow struck true, bam! And that's all she wrote.
So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Mask the Mask?
Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak.
Well, that's totally understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case.
That can't be good.
Yeah, no, that probably shouldn't happen with a judge. Fight with a thief, course examination.
It is true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. So why did you look away from the door anyway? In addition to the camera, I had prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. That's why I went to the computer, elegantly of course. So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer? What should I do? Should I ask some more questions?
About the sensors, actually.
What kind of sensors are you talking about? There are other places in the basement that someone can enter and exit from. There are air conditioner ducts, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. I hooked up heat detecting, infrared, and ultraviolet sensors to each of them. That's all hardware. Was it all yours? Though the Taylor department store was kindly enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well. Otherwise, you couldn't have rigged the equipment, huh? Hehehe. Has that cleared up any doubts you had about me, Sir Lawyer? However, look at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. What does that mean, discombobulated?
Young people these days, they really irritate me. They allow perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean.
Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyway?
Now I forgot. What was I saying?
The years seem to be catching up to Grams. And it's not a good sign.
Jeez, it's better than old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago.
Hey, that's like me.
Well, it looks like we cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony.
Unfortunately, the thief grabbed the weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. What do you mean by weapon from the side? Naturally, the thief had no idea that I, look at me, was hiding in the area. I grabbed the sword from the statue, he grabbed the sword of the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse. Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like the tree branch? And correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp. Okay, so he is talking about this. Shikishido.
So the thief armed himself with a sword, and what about yourself, witness?
A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough. You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities? But of course, in college, I was second in charge of the boxing club.
I'm sorry if I failed to find that appropriately impressive.
However, my opponent in the right this time was my arch nemesis, Mask the Mask. This guy is a real piece of work. His first blow struck true, bam, and that's all she wrote. Can you tell us a little more about what happened? My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious.
There's something funny about just making up words.
I very much still like it.
Powericious? I seemed to at me fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That of course was checkmate. My opponent had bested me. What do I do now? Should I ask more about this?
Yes! The fighting style doesn't matter. The blinding light. Sorry, so I apparently did bite my tongue yesterday at some point, and it's still a little sore, so talking feels a little unpleasant at times. Trying to get my voice and everything in order. But I think I'm ready to continue.
So what was that flash of light that blinded you? I was bathed in golden light that seemed to come from the statue of the woman. The statue of Amy Faye, I'm guessing?
Well, that wasn't very much help at all. What do you think, Nick?
Well, there's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now.
Yeah, what is it?
Just look at me, guy. He's definitely hiding something.
But why?
I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. And about the true nature of this detective.
Well, maybe I should ask about the fighting style.
Can you tell us a little more about what happened?
Yeah, power shifting, power shifts. At me fighting style. Yes, at me. At me fighting style.
What's at me fighting style? I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say anymore. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you. That's it? That's the at me fighting style?
Well, Mr. Wright, what about that testimony?
Well, yeah, that would be kind of important because that disqualifies the statement he said about being by the computer and getting sneaked up on.
Of course it's important. We learned the detective secret technique after all.
Yes, indeed. I'll remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone late at night.
Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out.
He still thinks Phoenix is out to kill him.
Now then, with this, we'll go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony.
I put my back to the wall to fight, but the thief's blow will end up on my third eye.
Your third eye, but it's still in.
Where is this third eye you're talking about?
Don't say in his pants. Don't say in his pants. Well, actually, if it got. I don't want to phrase it like that. I don't need to know anything about that.
No, it's right between my right and left eyebrows. It's quite invisible to the unenlightened. You may call it the forehead if you like. Why didn't I just say that in the first place? Sir, lawyer, it looks like the creases in your own forehead are getting deeper.
So Mr. Attorney got hit on the forehead then?
That's what he says.
I've got a funny feeling about that.
Actually, so do I.
Well, what do you think, Nick?
Well, there's one thing that...
Yeah. Well, that certainly seems to. Yeah, that does not make sense. He kinda, I mean, he can be knocked out by a hit to the head, but like... Specifically said that it's a hit to the back of the head.
Dirty at me. Your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. What fun is this? What fun is this, liar? It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet. But this is what you said yesterday. Now the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here.
From behind her?
A Just now you testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head. Ugh. It seems I made another mistake. Detective at me. That's not the only strange part of your testimony.
What do you mean by that?
For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad. That's wrong.
Objection!
Wow, that is a strong objection. To err is human, to forgive is divine. To forgive, yeah, sorry, it actually doesn't have to forgive. No, never mind. Humans aren't machines, they have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate, and yes, they even make mistakes.
Objection!
I mean, somebody made my mistake. That would have been me, but like, you know, that's still probably somebody.
Hey, hold on, it's not as pretty as that.
Whoa! Really? What's it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. He's got a lot of rules.
This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around.
Mr. Wright, what exactly is it that you're asserting?
Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that
Mr. Admi is no ace detective, Mr. Admi is a fake, and Mr. Admi is mask the mask. So I don't know if I have enough evidence to actually go as far as saying this. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the case. I could definitely see that happening. But I don't know what any of the other ones mean either. Like, fake and ace detective seem to have this exact same meaning. So it would be really redundant for me to choose either one of these. That's not the right word, but anyways. But claiming him to be the Master Mask makes the most sense, because he insists on making the burglary as easy as possible, and also means that he has a good reason to blame blame Ron. I don't quite get got out yet, but you know, I'm... Depends what thing? The coffee thing? Where he just summons a cup of coffee time and time again? Or the whole just holds a finger to his forehead? He very much has... He has thus far had 5 cups of coffee, I think. Unless I counted one twice. He almost spilled one on the table, though. Yes, it's a very smooth jazz. Which it's quite nice actually, quite enjoyable. I'm like, okay, so no ace detective is means like he's that he would not be very good as a detective, but to be honest, a lot of these things start starting to seem very intentional. Okay, that's kind of funny. Now, if I call him a fake, does that mean he's actually not a detective at all, or that he's not the real look at me? But if I accuse him as Mask the Mask, I don't know, these are all kind of... Like, this is the most brazen one, and I feel like this has the highest chance of being wrong, but there's barely any difference between the two of these. First of all, I'm very shocked by the fact that this just jumps directly into no-murder. I was surprised that nobody died yet. But, it goes about as smoothly as normally. I mean, I'm completely lost and I don't know what's happening. Fuck it, I'll make the claim.
The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. If you look at Mr. Identity is actually Nasty Mask.
Oh! Order in the court. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
There are too many unnatural parts of Mr. Adamy's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scene, which is why no one ever saw him there.
I mean, yeah, this is the first trial day. For all I know, everybody could be dead by next day. Maya walks away with a burger meat for the rest of her life. I could see that happening.
And then, in his last case, he managed to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve their stolen treasure.
And that's because
I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at a... Oh, please. The explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atman. The truth is that you are, in fact, Nasty Mask.
Ugh. Well, Mr. Wright, this photo, it clearly shows Nasty Mask. This camera belongs to Lordly Taylor department store. Should have been able to manipulate it.
He didn't need to manipulate it. He can't access the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as the thief and stole the urn.
So the ace detective is actually an ace thief. Is this true, witness?
yeah! Oh, yeah. The mask's MO is pure genius, and so am I. Look at me, ace detective.
You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, sir lawyer.
What? Witness, you're admitting it?
Nick, now's your chance!
Yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Pick me at me, and you assumed that was his identity.
Did he just slap? No! It's a unicorn! Oh, what the
Got a blend, number 102, my personal favorites.
I needed that shot. I didn't put anything. Okay, no. I think I accidentally misclicked on F11, and I'm not sure if that is actually bound to anything else on my keyboard. But I think it's fine.
Mr. Carrot.
The ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true.
Well, Mr. Carrot, Mr. White has made some very strong points, and I
will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of the whole cloth. But it is in fact nothing more than a patchwork quilt. Mr. Wright, if this detective really is a thief, then show us the proof of your claim. I had better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face.
Yeah, that's a at least second degree burn across the face.
Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. This court would like to see this decisive proof you have quickly.
Huh? Oh, yes, of course. What's the big rush?
Are you alright, Nick?
Amy looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. But can I really do it? Besides evidence that proves Mr. Look at Me is in fact Nasty Mask.
Yet to be found. The game has thus far never given me the option to go for a has yet to be found. So I would find it really weird if this is the time for it now. Oh, actually no, there was that one time with the whole the laws of my controller's gone. The fuck you doing, buddy? Get back in there. You can do it. The controller is back online. Great.
Yeah, of course I have something.
As usual, the defense comes prepared, Your Honor.
Very well then. Let's see what you've got.
I might have fucked this up.
Please present proof that Master Mask is actually... Mr. Look at me. Hmm. Hmm.
Because, like, okay, couple things here. First of all, this one. The fact that he knew about the... Well, I mean, I guess... Okay, wait, actually, when was the... So there's something about the It could be the blackmail thing as well, but like this kind of puts me in a really tough spot. Fuck, they actually had a different jawline. Oh no. Oh no, well actually no. No they don't. They actually have a same jawline. Well, the possible options here are either the calling card, which I think is the best thing. Best thing I can work on here. The camera data, technically I could to some degree use. Okay, is this something that he said specifically? I don't remember. And stuff too this day at a time because it's... They say a lot of things and I forget very, very many things in a very short amount of time. Okay, I think I can disclose, like... I don't think this is relevant now. I don't think this one helps me here either. This doesn't help me. This doesn't help me. Don't think this helps me. Technically could, but we haven't figured out what's the deal with the paint yet. Don't think that helps me. I guess because the card wasn't sent. before he was already called there. So technically that would have given him a reason to like plan the heist for it to begin with. Yeah, I'm gonna say the card. I don't think... I don't think anything else here particularly makes sense. So I'm gonna say this one.
Here's your proof.
Nope.
What do you think, Mr. Godot?
Looks to me...
Looks to me like Mr. Wright is still a mite sleepy.
That's not the voice I was doing.
Perhaps he would like a big mug of my special Godot blend. Well,
No thanks, I'm fine, really.
Okay, not the right answer.
What do I do now? Another mistake like that might damn through. Without some decisive, I could be risking everything.
Maybe I just don't have a thing. 'Cause I can't find anything that would actually... Well, just in case, I've already been playing for an hour, so I should maybe save it here, so that in case this all of a sudden ends the whole case. Which I don't think it would, but... I don't think I have anything that's concrete. There has to be nothing that directly links him to the mask.
Proof? Of course I've got nothing.
just what I thought. A man has to hold his head up high no matter how bad things get, after all. I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion.
It's no good. I've got to stay on the attack.
Okay, the game just wanted me to, you know... Well, I tried my best shot. That's good enough.
I'll never get another chance to prove that this guy's the thief.
Don't give up, Nick. Pick harder and try again.
It's no good. I'm just not ready yet.
But are you gonna just give up and let us lose this?
So come to your senses, have you, little lawyer? Sir, lawyer?
I don't know where that little lawyer came from.
I can't think of a counterattack at all.
It seems like cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted. Mr. Godot, if you have anything further... Who? Ow. Who are you?
That doesn't really matter right now, does it? Mr. Light, what are you doing here?
Nicky boy. The thing you've been looking for. I think I found it.
You mean that bag?
No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well?
That's...
It's like your urn, Nick. It's the urn.
Order! You, madame. That urn, where did you find it?
You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants Ace Detective. Look at me. Desi, you're the best.
Second urn in the court record. Found in the office of Look at Me. Has pink splotches all over it. Wait, so... wait a minute. It has been fixed since it was taken from the basement. Because those would probably be a single stain on it. Because clearly the paint has not been splashed all over it, otherwise the cork would also have some. Or the lid, whatever. But that's like... yeah, okay, so somebody must have fixed it up. Like afterwards, specifically. Of course somebody fixed it up. Somebody misspelled I am.
Well, how do you explain that, Mr. At me? Slams desk. Even you are going to have a hard time weaseling out of this one.
Objection!
Pathetic. Mr. Godot, do you have something you wish to say? Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad. You're still denying that Mr. Admin was involved? And before casting aspersion at Detective Atme, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree. Desiree Delight. Is that correct?
Yes? What about it?
Someone's more coffee.
Huh. How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring.
What are you insinuating?
As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere. Including the office of the detective here. So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it.
What? I just brought it here from the detective's office.
Please, madame. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy we have been witness to.
You're wrong. I would never do such a thing. Miss Delight. Please, Nicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people. There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually the detective agency.
Honestly, I could testify what I saw.
What's wrong? Isn't it your job to come up with something to say?
Nick, come on, it should be easy to prove. After all, we checked out the bag, didn't we? You're right, I remember doing that. What was in there? It was hard and round and smooth too. Yes, it must have been the urn, it must have. But I never actually saw it with my own eyes. Huh? I walked in just when I was about to have a look at it. So even if it was the urn in there, I can't testify that it was. Ah, you're right!
It looks like I was wrong about you, Mr. Wright. In this town overflowing with lies, there's still a single flickering candle of truth.
Nicky boy? Well, it's true that I never actually saw the urn. But maybe I can still testify about the from another angle.
What about Mr. Wright? Have you given up yet?
There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually...
Well, there's fingerprints on the urn.
I can prove where the urn was. By the fingerprints on it.
Ah, I know where this is going.
Fingerprints are?
Oh, come on.
Now you're really making me laugh, Sir Liar. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Now it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything. What about Mr. Wright? This witness fingerprints would mean nothing anyway.
Nick, what are you going to do now? I've come too far to turn back now. Amiosa brought Darren back to his office yesterday. And there, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it.
Yeah? I wonder who that could be. That's why they have... Oh my god, I was wondering, why do they have Phoenix's picture on the profiles? That's normally something that doesn't happen. Except in the first case, but like...
Defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn.
This absolutely vile criminal.
So what is all this fuss about fingerprints anyway?
Mr. Atme, do you recall the events of yesterday?
Hey Nick, come on, open it up!
Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property.
Don't be such a funny daddy. It's an important investigation. Well, what's in there?
Hang on a sec, I'm digging it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth.
Well, hello there.
It's true that I didn't get the chance to look in the back at the time, but I did touch what was inside.
Oh, what? You touched it?
And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard.
Reminds you of anything or anyone?
Well,
and that was just, Your Honor, I would like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Admin's office.
Objection!
Slams coffee on desk.
Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it?
Of course it does.
What did you say?
It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. I posited that it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on me after that was yesterday at the Admin Detective Agency.
Ah, this blend.
Got a blend number 107.
I've decided.
It's a little too bitter after all. The clerk goes crazy over that fact.
Order, order! I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and...
Wait a moment, Your Honor.
There is no need for that.
No need, you say?
And precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn.
What are you saying?
Yes, I finally broken him down.
Yeah. Oh.
Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. This guy's nuttier than a fruitcake. You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Masty Mask. I hope you all enjoyed my little performance.
Really?
Well, Mr. Goddard, what's Mr. Atmos' condition? He's still in the lobby and laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish you could enjoy the joke as much as it seems to be. Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief.
Nick, you were right after all. Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't the thief.
The power points to defendant Mr. Ron Delight.
Hold it.
You're wrong. I'm wrong, I tell you. I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I was really trying to say. Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening. The thief, the sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me. I'm him. I'm the one who you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Pronounce me guilty, please.
You don't know what kind of kangaroo court you all think this is, but...
Tyranny of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass judge. Oh, what are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you.
More coffee.
Mr. Goddard, don't just stand there drinking coffee. Huh. Hey there, Mr. Thief.
Yes, sir.
If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean.
If you are Masty Mask, then prove it. That's what it means.
Yes, sir. I'll be happy to. He says he's happy to, Nick. It's kind of cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy.
Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man.
I know that. I won't fail. I swear.
So, actually, a funny little thing. I posted the first episode of the, I posted the first, VOD from the, Monday, right? Yeah, Monday. That had the episode 1 on it. And I titled it something like Phoenix apparently has guts only when it's about simping or something like that. And YouTube immediately gave me a notification about that, which is kind of funny because I think, like, they were asking, like, how well do you consider how well do you think YouTube evaluates the respect to like community guidelines or something like that? Like it prompted like a survey thingy for that, and I was like, yeah, so they probably didn't like me using the word simp, and that's kind of funny. I don't really know what's so wrong with that, but you know, surely it's not something that they would like to, I don't know, somehow, I don't know. It's really weird. But anyways.
Okay then, talk. We're all listening. Oh well, let's all have a listen to this confession.
Mask identity. Is this gonna be only 1 day investigation, then 1 day trial case? And then that's it? Is this gonna be a short one? I figure with this many characters and this much drama happening around it, you know, this would go a little longer. Because right now it feels like I'm just gonna be proving... I'm just here trying to prove that, you know, Ron actually is just delusional. But I guess we'll see where this goes. Mask identity.
The truth is, I've been Mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night Darren was stolen, after all. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended up on the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right there in the photo, and that's me. As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all.
I don't like the direction this trial is taking.
That's how every trial goes, at least with me anyway.
Huh. You're doing great.
Stop it, Mr. Godot. You're embarrassing me.
Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Mask.
Thanks so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best. What the fuck? Okay, fine.
Alright, Mr. Wright, I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination.
Should we, like, maybe look into that whole deal with the defendant? No? Okay, no. Godot can't just do that. Mask identity.
The truth is, I've been Mask all along.
You might think you're the real Mask, but your wife thinks you're delusional.
I haven't told Desi yet about my true identity, I mean. Believe me, I've got my reasons.
But the way your room is decked out, how could she not know about it?
Even these have complicated family situations, I suppose.
What should I do? It sounds like we're about to get sidetracked again.
Press harder.
So why are you withholding the truth from your wife?
Well, first of all, I don't think she believed me anyway. And second, if there's one thing that Desi absolutely detests, it's criminals.
If that's the case, then why did you ever start thieving to begin with?
Well, Desi is crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic.
This reminds me, I realized I made a lot of statements yesterday on the stream, and I think for the sake of clarity, I should clarify some of those up. First of all, I don't think the Earth is flat. I don't think so. I don't believe it. I much more by the burger theory, but I think it most likely is just a roundish object, most likely. Second of all, I personally do not believe that Obama created crime. However, there are people that probably believe that as well. Third of all, I would like to apologize for a statement of women be shopping, which is not true. Well, it's true to some degree, but you know, it can be said about literally any group of people can be shopping. I mean, I'm shopping. I shop for groceries every other day, so you know. I just want to clear out some air for that, just so that you know, just so nobody gets the wrong picture about me. I have a whole lot of other problems with me though. So you know, I'll get to those at some point. But anyways, all this. Wait, did I read this already? I don't remember anymore.
But she's the love of my life, Your Honor. I guess you could say I'm a Desiaholic.
Yeah, this guy needs all kinds of help.
So you do have a complicated family situation after all.
Alright, that's enough. Please continue with your testimony. I beg of you. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Mask the Mask, can you? I thought you were going to be the one to show us the proof. You know that you're the real Mask the Mask and not just some kind of obsessed fanboy. Hey, no, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway? Maybe because you're the one making the outrageous claim for a change. Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. Delight couldn't have committed the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put it to work already. And I'm gonna prove that Ron couldn't possibly be Mask the Mask. Well, I guess if you had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we? For the time being, maybe I need to shift strategy. I should try to show that Mr. Delight couldn't have stolen the urn.
I think I know what I'm doing.
Anyway, I don't have an alibi for the night, and the urn was stolen after all. You've got no alibi?
I've been judged for a long time. I've been a judge for a long... I've been a judge for a long time, and this is the first time I've ever heard a defendant brag about having no alibi.
But I tell you, I was in Lordly Taylor that night. No, that's too vague, even for me. To be more precise, I was down in the basement warehouse. Hold on. What is it, Nick? It was Ron Delight when the crime happened anyway. If we can prove that he had an alibi after all, this case will be a piece of cake. Well, you're right, but...
Huh. You think you can prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee.
No, that's not the voice. I keep fucking up the voice.
Well, I think maybe I can.
Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence that shows the defendant has an alibi?
Actually, yes.
I had the evidence, or do you think I'm still some sort of third-rate rookie?
Oh, well, I've never seen you this angry before. I'm not surprised. Anger is the last refuge of the pathetic.
I thought I was more confident than angry.
Well done. Let's see this evidence already. Show this court evidence that proves that your client was where your client was on the night of the crime.
Wallet. Wally.
Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct?
Yes, it does. I had lost it somewhere.
Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away.
No, you don't understand. It's an important piece of evidence.
Evidence?
Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you had lost your wallet?
Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner.
His wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at KP Security Headquarters.
What? Surely you're not serious?
Yes, I'm serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was, in fact, at KP Security that night.
No.
So if the defendant was at KP Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves that he has a watertight alibi.
No.
Furthermore, considering the distance between Lord Taylor and the KP Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car. According to Larry, anyway.
Well, Mr. Goddard, do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee. Come on, Mr. Tooth. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong.
You're the only one who calls me Teeth, Mr. Goddard. Alright, I'll try. Just for you. I'll do it. I will. He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up.
Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school.
Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KP Security? Someone must have planned it there to make it look like I was there, not at the heist. Plan ain't there? He's really rich now.
Mr. Delight, you probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The keycard to KB Security CEO's office.
No.
Huh. That was pretty good try, Mr. Wright. Unfortunately, you overlook one small thing.
What?
Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KP Security in the middle of the night anyway? Well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all.
This stupid kid.
Now then, let's see your evidence. Evidence shows why Mr. Delight went to KP Security at 1 AM that night.
He was working there?
Oh wait, no, this one. Oh yeah, it was. Oh wow, really?
Wait, shit, but that... Huh.
This doesn't make any sense. None of this makes sense. What the fuck's happened in this case?
Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct?
That's...
What is it?
A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents.
Blackmail.
Yes, basically it says bring $50,000.
You don't need the dollar signs. Oh, fuck.
Bring $50,000.
That certainly sounds like a blackmail, right?
At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmailer himself. In KP Security CEO's office, a full half an hour away from the scene of the crime.
Ugh. Ugh. No. Order. So when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at the KP Security. It looks like a perfect case for the defense. Objection! You may see this perfect case, Judge. What you mean? Well, let's just say that my gut blend number 107 impresses me a lot more.
What are you trying to say?
You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But did you actually investigate the CEO at all?
Well, no, I guess not.
Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure what to think of that.
Not sure what I think of that. At least I know what I think of you.
Good point. I'm not sure what I think of it myself. You claim that the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright.
Nick, I think we're going to have to track down the CEO guy.
No, we don't have to track down CEO at all.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
There's someone else who can testify. It's the person who can testify that the keycard was used at 1 AM that night.
Larry!
What? Who is this useless looking young man? God.
You don't remember him, Your Honor?
Not exactly. But just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat. Oh my god.
It looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago.
He probably plucked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KP Security that night.
Oh.
This must be a really small town. Except I know it's not, but must be a really small town.
The question at hand is this keycard.
Yeah, that's the keycard they use in the building I work. I got the serial number. This one is for the CEO's office. You need to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves the record. Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when.
As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this keycard's data.
More coffee. God, how much has he been drinking already? I lost track of the numbers. Whoa.
Well, Mr. Godot. The name of the CEO of KP Security is Kane Bullard.
Kane Bullard. I don't think I'm getting what the pun there is.
I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data. Here. So what does it show? Each key card has its own serial number and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 AM on the morning of a crime.
You can up that in the court record. Found in Ron's wallet, used on October 12th, the night of the crime at 1 AM.
That means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as Master Mask in this photo. Huh, it looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good cup of joe.
So then...
Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be Master Mask.
Good job, you did it, Nick.
Damn, he just fucking admitted defeat.
Impressive. I think it's the first person that has done that yet.
On the prosecution. And hasn't lost their mind.
That's enough. I can perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief.
What's wrong, Your Honor?
I'm ready to pass judgment. But before I do that, do you have any further objections?
No, Your Honor.
Very well. Court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, not guilty. Court is now adjourned.
Surely this can't be that easy. There's a whole bunch of things that we don't
know for a fact yet. October 13, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 4.
Nick, you did it! You were right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself.
Nicky boy. Oh, Mr. Light.
I knew you'd do it.
I believe in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you. Oh, shucks. Thanks, Mr. Light. I just know I'm blushing.
Congratulations, Mr. Nick.
Oh, Pearls, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Who is this woman?
Oh, she's a nobody. She's just a...
You're blushing. How dare you do this in front of Mr. Maya? You should be ashamed.
Well deserved. Not maybe for that, but for just overall.
Ouch! She slapped me.
Pearly. This woman is Mr. Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife.
Mr. Nick.
Yes?
You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client.
No, you've got it all wrong.
I'll never forgive you.
Phoenix getting beat up by a 9-year-old is somehow very fitting end to this case. It's definitely over here and it's not gonna, you know, continue in a mysterious, I don't know, twist of murder and whatever.
Ow. A double slap.
Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? Look at the second arm back at the thief has been caught.
Yes, alright.
Yes, alright, bestie.
I saw that thanks to Nicky boy here.
But actually, it was you, Mr. Light, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, please. You're embarrassing me. If we won the case, then why does this guy still look so glim? But I am the thief. Actually, what's the point now? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know that and I appreciate it, Dizzy. But the thing is...
Come on, give the kid some time. He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo?
Mr. Carrot, what are you doing here?
Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Try.
Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy.
Well, playtime is over.
Huh?
Early this morning, the body of Cain Bullard was discovered.
if I had a camera, I promise you I would have the most fucking blank office ass look directly at it. Well, back in court we go, Ron.
Kane Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? Is it the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, body?
The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th.
1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean...
That's right, amigo. At the same time that a cheap little urn was being stolen, the CEO of KP Security was being murdered.
So then, what are you doing here?
Oh, come on, you figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today?
Help me out? What?
On October 12th, at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron Delay was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting the blackmail letter, he must have been imbued with utter rage.
That little fella, imbued with utter rage. The fella probably has never seen a cow or felt anger. So I think utter rage is a very non-descriptive way of talking about him.
What are you saying? Imbued with rage?
Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delay was once an employee of KP Security. He was a professional security guard.
An employee of KB Security?
And looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is going to be the news that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi.
No way!
He can't be the thief because he was the murder scene when the murder occurred.
No, that's a lie. It can't be true. But I'm a thief, I tell you.
You're on the light, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder.
What? This is impossible.
I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Wright.
Smooth jazz starts playing.
You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward.
Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two?
I returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here.
There's something about this pose. Something about this specific pose. And the way he smiles. Combined with that facial hair. That I'm really trying to rack my brain around. And so do I recognize this from somewhere? Or is it just because it's such a stereotypical anime pose? Nah. Probably not. It's probably somebody from Phoenix's past that we haven't seen yet in game yet.
This guy, who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced.
Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight.
Huh. Nick, how could this be happening? Right in front of our very eyes, our guy has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me.
Ronnie! Oh, the irony! To be continued.
Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny? What the heck is going to happen next?
To be continued. Okay, since investigations just gotta go like that, I think my best course of action here is to investigate today. yesterday I was supposed to, like, I started a little late, and I was like, yeah, I'll just have like a couple hour, like, I'll just do the investigation part, and that's probably gonna take me like an hour or two, and I'll just call it there. Not gonna go over too late. That investigation part took me 3 fucking hours. So if I start now and leave this, I don't know, I'll find like a part where it's like convenient for me to leave it at. Do like maybe the early investigations, get the idea what's happening, and then I'll continue tomorrow. But I cannot trust this game to provide me with a simple 1 hour long investigation. So here we go. October 13th, 3:02 p.m. Wright and Cola offices.
I'm gonna be found there and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again. Well, supposedly Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred.
No way, Jose! I don't bite! But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself, at least from what I can understand. Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick.
Well, how about we start looking into the KB security murder?
I think I'm going to head back to the Korean village for a little while, if that's alright. Sure, but why? I'm going to bring the Sega urn back and have some people take a look at it. Oh, that's a good idea. Then go with... No, Mrs. Maya, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some special quality time together, full of love and happiness. Investigate a murder, huh?
Pearls is so caught up in her fantasy she forgot there's a murder to solve.
I mean, or maybe she's calling you two weirdos. Well, Phoenix a weirdo. Maya is just, that devoted. And, Anyways. Second urn given to Pearls.
Now remember, no fighting, okay?
She's gone. I need to check. Do I still have that as part of the... No, I do not. This might backfire. Should I maybe taking a photo?
Okay, Nick, time to get going on this murder investigation.
Are these new dialogues?
There's a giant building just outside the window. It's a Gatewater Hotel, a high-class luxury hotel. The chain is getting so rich that they bought a whole chunk of the next town over and started building a huge theme park. It's going to be called Gatewater Land. And the thing that 2 years ago, it was just this little hotel for businessmen.
That's the same.
Charlie, quite security plans. When she was alive, Mia really loved it. She went so far as to make it our mascot. No matter how busy I get, I never forget to water this little fella. An old movie poster. Apparently this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it a long time ago. Maya watched it recently and said she cried all night too. Which I guess is why it's back up on the wall. I'll have to check it out one of these days.
It's definitely gonna play a part in some of these cases.
They're good-looking legal books stand a formidable role. They mock me. They're all Mia's. Wow, I just realized I didn't buy a single one of these. It's my desk. I don't get to use it much, so the desk buttons are starting to mount their assault. Today's sparkly clean. I guess Pearls must have wiped them out for me.
Well, that's nice of her. What do now?
So what do we do now?
Is it obvious? We should get out there and investigate the murder.
Well, first we need to find out exactly where the KB security is located.
Hey, why don't we ask Miss Delight? She should know. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles.
Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you?
I'm not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her dinky little bike, Nicky boy.
Speaking of asking around, I've got a few questions of my own from Mr. Delight.
Okay, well, let's make sure to go to the detention center too.
You must be early. We got the secret room back, huh?
You bet. But there's something a little different about it.
Huh?
Don't question mark me. Don't question mark at me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. This I am on the poster. There we go. Pax is at me, like he always used to.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Plus, the vase has pink splatters on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before.
Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago, when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Ami's name into I am. And that repairer was one mechanically unskilled little pearls. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it.
Is it possible that urn is a fake?
I'm sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to Karen Village.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay, sorry, just my voice is starting to fade again.
And I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Karen Village in a long time.
Oh, no.
So I guess people still go to Karen Village to do their training, right?
If you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training.
So how haven't you been training lately, Maya?
Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that.
A channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is.
If you're gonna train, you have to be serious, otherwise real tragedies can happen.
Is what happened last year still bothering you? That murder in our village, it happened because the power of channeling was misused.
When a medium uses the curing technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and leave before succumbing to terrible crimes.
No, wait, this is Phoenix talking. Why is Phoenix talking all of a sudden?
What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened.
Bang.
That murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you?
I suppose not, but guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all.
It's kind of interesting how they don't want to actually tell you exactly what happened in the, like how that murder exactly played out. But didn't go into any detail on that at all. I guess I don't want to spoil the earlier game. If somebody wants to play it. I mean, that's enough context, so it's fine, but fair enough.
It sounds like being the master of Korean is going to be a heavy responsibility.
Not really anything we haven't asked about earlier. And I would say that we go... Demask's hideout.
Cover 13, Demask's hideout.
Oh, Nicky boy, Maya.
Mr. Light?
All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie.
Yeah, but I guess they ended up hurting him scales.
Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hank, Nicky boy, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly.
Oh god. Oh my god. That's not good. Anyways.
Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out.
Oh, really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I know asking you for help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore.
I have no idea Mr. Light has such a vulnerable side.
I want to go through all these items again. Did I just mute myself twice, or was I muted earlier? Oh no. I hope I didn't mute myself on... It doesn't matter. I can't fix that anymore if I did. But, I don't know if I have the voice to go on for too long right now. Apparently I'm a bit struggling with this. So maybe I'll do a little bit. I'll do a little bit. I'll see how far I get. But if my voice starts fading, I'll just call this. I'll call it end to the stream already. A little early. I'm not risking losing my voice. So, anyways,
Smash the mask!
His tape recorder hanging from his neck.
Let me see that.
click.
I'll be taking this crown now. Better luck next time, gentlemen.
Why did you say that a happy laugh is the lifeblood of a thief?
Well, that certainly is a happy sounding laugh, alright.
Yes, and laughing isn't as easy as it sounds. The harder you try, the more fake it sounds.
Yeah. This is the lie really works hard at his craft, huh?
Like, are we still not gonna question any of this? I mean, she's giving context now. Some feedback at least, but...
Nick, it's a torpedo!
It's hard to believe the light sure looks real.
How could he have picked up something like this?
Please don't say that as if torpedoes are just things people... If torpedoes are things people just leave lying around.
Gun. No, sorry, for YouTube's sake I need to say pew pew apparently. Can't believe that's a thing.
It's a bunch of cheap costume pieces arranged inside a nice frame.
Look, Nick! It's a fake beard!
It's also a mask made out of cardboard.
Here, Nick! Try out this fake beard! Come on, try it on!
Hey, cut it out!
Now put on the mask! It's Phoenix the mask!
If you like it, feel free to take it home with you. Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah, I mean, we should maybe steal Ron's things while he's in jail. He's a little rude.
Oh, that's so cute! It's got a hot air balloon, you know?
Wow, there's no fooling you.
I would make our own balloon now. I'll even let you ride in it, Nick.
The emblem on the balloon is supposed to be top secret. This could convince the courts that Ron Delay is Master Mask. Better not tell Maya. She gets kind of scary when it comes to celebrities.
They give the exact same dialogue for that one for some reason.
There's a whole bunch of stuff piled up over here.
Why is rolls of paper stuck in the trash can? Death of Measuring Stone? The Great Albatross Strategy? Death of the Immortal Goddess Statue? The Great Knuckle Bomber Strategy?
The police even investigate this place. And police can look at all that, you know?
Really? Did they say anything?
They say it wasn't important. Oh? Don't worry about it, Nicky boy. After all, my Ronnie is just an amateur.
Amateur? No, this is cool. Knuckle Bomber. How cool is that?
So Ron received the blackmail letter, huh?
Do you think Mr. Light knows about this?
Well, if she did, I don't think she would have been smiling like that.
I wonder if we should tell her about it.
I think it would be smarter if we didn't.
Okay, just don't talk about it. Makes sense, I guess.
There are a bunch of books lying here. They're all romantic sounding novels about famous heists and fantastic thieves.
Wow, look at all the bookmarks and nose stuck in them.
Let's see here. No, must remember this way of laughing. Very useful. No, the calling card is an important part of any good thief's modus operandi. It's always Ronnie's dream to become a thief. Well, I guess you can jot that one down as fulfilled.
I wonder why Mr. Light never told his wife about it.
Yeah, well, I think she deserves some of the blame for not bringing it up either.
There's gotta be a lot of twists in this, I feel.
Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never ever kill anyone. It's just not him.
I don't think he would either, Nick.
Yeah, but you have to admit he's got a bit of a temper onto him. It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die!"
He would never say that. Anyway, Mr. Light, he might not be a killer. Why still going around saying that he's a thief?
I already told you that's just a fantasy for him. Mr. Light, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world.
What? How do you say that to me, Nicky boy?
I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie's a big thieving type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap.
He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief. Ha! The very idea.
I guess I just don't get it.
Huh? Get what?
I just can't understand how they can be so different and yet be such a happy couple.
Yeah, they sure are different.
Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway.
What? For you?
Okay, fine. We'll ask about the love.
So was it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. Delight?
Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life.
Saved your life?
I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the guy that just curled into a ball in the corner, so I fought back. Robbers?
Yes.
Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They're both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down in tears. Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation.
Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you?
Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his.
Absolute short king.
He went right up to those two knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. "Please stop it!" he screamed. I could see the robber's face turn pale.
What is that other person wearing? What's the guy on the right having on over his head? That's not a mask, that's for sure. That's not a ski mask, and that's not hiding anything. And why is it That's not gonna protect against bullet wounds. Oh boy.
The high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers. All by himself, he came to save me, a total stranger, all by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me.
Wow, that's a great story.
Yes, he may not look like it, but in that situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. That's so romantic. I would fall in love too, I guess.
Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage.
With Maya, that possibility always seems
To loom in the not so distant future. Well, yeah, no, I understand. I get it. It's so transparent. It really looks more like a plastic bag. If I want to be nice about it. Which honestly is still a terrible fucking idea. But yeah, I guess it would be like a stocking or a very large sock. I mean, I guess if it's, you know, stretched out far enough. You know, you got me there. You know, you absolutely got me there. Probably need to on my wardrobe and, you know, put on a pair to see, you know, just how see-through those are. It's like, I shouldn't judge. But it's just... You're supposed to hide your face, so it's not recognizable, so the guy, regardless what he was wearing, they certainly did not understand the task at hand. Okay, Detective Amy.
I hate these kinds of people more than anything.
You mean ace detectives?
No, I'm fine with ace detectives.
Oh, so then you must mean thieves?
No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be ace detectives.
What the fuck? I thought she hated crime?
There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men.
By the way, why did you go to Detective Admin's office anyway?
Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to try to find out more about the real criminal.
The real criminal?
Yes, obviously, the real Masty Mask is not my Ronnie, right?
Yeah?
And Detective Atme knew more about Masty Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV. So then you went there to ask him some questions? That's right, I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said the ace detective isn't in right now. But I forced my way past her and into his hideout. I don't exactly call that office a hideout. That bag was sitting right there on top of the tip.
Oh yeah, we saw that back there yesterday too.
There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else.
Mr. Light, do you know about KP security?
Not be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there, huh? And yet, according to what we heard today.
Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron July was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard.
Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore.
It looks like Mr. Delight doesn't know.
Cabin security is only about 20 minutes away. My motorcycle, that is. Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, I had to admit, I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. To make it to KP security that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying? Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now? No, I'll pass. Thanks. Why don't we just tell us where it is? Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves?
Haha! What a scaredy cat you are, Nick!
Still, I told us the location of KP security.
Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, unless she's got the sidecar, having 3 people on the same motorcycle seems really dangerous. Really dangerous. Not that she cares, I guess.
Can you tell us anything about this? I know what this is. That's one of those key cards that from Ronnie's company. Come to think of it, it's been a long time since I've seen one. That's probably because Ron doesn't work there anymore.
What about the wallet?
That's Ronnie's wallet.
I was flying with KP security on the night of the murder.
Ronnie and I went out to dinner early that evening. I'm sure he had his wallet with him then. So it's true then. He must have dropped it at the crime scene.
She didn't show that, so fair enough. Well, to be honest, I don't think we have anything else to talk about here then. Thank you, Desiree, and I don't know. I feel like there's still like some major twists here waiting to happen. October 13th, KP Security CEO's office.
I guess this is where it all went down, huh?
The walls in here look thick, just like you would expect in a CEO's office.
What has that to do? What has that got to do with anything?
Yeah, it's you guys.
Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe.
Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh?
Sure was, pal. That person could have made real fools out of us.
Yeah, I feel it for you.
Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you would be more like, oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserve, pal. Ho 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 ho. Or something to that effect.
Do I really sound like that to you, pal?
If the gumshoe fits.
Okay.
Well, anyway. The points I can tell when someone puts their heart in their jobs. And I assume that's when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives.
Wow, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy.
Really?
Now, if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating.
Ugh. Well, start with the folder.
Check out this big, thick binder here.
Sorry, binder, not folder.
Need to have you listen to me, Nick.
Reading filings aren't exactly backbreaking work, just a little hard on the eyes.
Ah. What did you find out, Nick?
This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about Mask Demask. It's filled with info on him.
What? What kind of info?
It's full of incredibly detailed information about his methods and the crime scenes.
Huh? Hey, Nick. Look at that last page.
It's a list, let's see. Dear of a Manon. $100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Mask Demask stole.
So then, that $100,000 is the value of the stolen item?
I don't know, the number sounds kind of low to me. I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list.
Kane's list added to the court record. Found on the table at the crime scene. Cool. Mahogany desk.
It must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought.
Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out, just for a second. Ooh, nice! I feel just like a CEO. But start robbing for the poor and give it to me, the rich. Hey, you! Whip me up a cup of some really expensive imported tea and some scones. Move it! Ah, this is the line.
The victim sat in that chair just before he was brutally killed, you know.
Wow, look at that huge frame photo.
The mountain is rising majestically against the dark and cloudy sky.
There's a title written at the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it? This was his best sunrise? Weak!
This guy didn't get out enough, or he had a really rotten luck with the weather.
Maybe he had lived a little longer. He would have seen some better days.
God. Oh God.
Oh, there's a button here. Let's see.
Beep 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 beep.
Yeah, cut it out. Don't press that.
That was pretty funny. I never did Detective Gumshoe could jump like that.
What's that button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer. Just right there on the panel.
Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first?
His alarm is connected to the basement guard room. He used to summon security up here. Really? Then it's possible on the night of the crime.
Oh, so when the CEO was attacked? Do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer?
Yeah, I thought about that. So I asked around down there. But they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. There's a bullet. The victim wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way. Just so you know. I think we'd better go and talk to that guard about the emergency buzzer.
Emergency buzzer added to the court record. CEO officer buzzer. Connected to the basement security guard office. There are no fingerprints on it. Big safe. Large. Oh, this is where the... The guy got killed inside his safe. Or like, What? The fuck?
This rope. I think it fell out of the safe when it was opened.
I don't think so.
So what do you mean?
Yeah, I think this string shows where now the corpse is lying.
You mean? The victim? He was killed by being crushed by the safe door?
She can't be serious, can she?
Wow, this safe is unbelievable.
bet 4 pearls would fit in there.
And it's got a bunch of doohickeys attached to it.
It's pretty amazing, alright. Motion sensors, heat sensors, weight sensors.
Hey, Dick, come on. Let's open it and take a look.
If I broke into one of these, I wouldn't that set me down the path to Hoodlumville?
I was gonna say that one crime is not gonna make you a criminal, Phoenix, but then I looked at Maya and I don't know where she started, but she's been moving slow, but I'm sensing something big in her future.
These look like some kind of bookshelves, rolling cabinet hybrid.
I can't get in between these two shelves.
No strings of drying. It looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel.
I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh? Looks like they're filled with a bunch of files.
Yeah, files with the data about security jobs they were hired to handle.
That'd be a good nice reading if you got insomnia. Or something for something a bit more exciting, like UFOs or something.
Is that all there is here? Kinda seems like it. Alright, Scruffy, what you got for me?
The anti-cop should tell us what you know about the murder.
Okay, but the thing is, I'm really not supposed to.
Hey, come on! What about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now, and we need help.
Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me. Okay, pal?
Okay, I won't cry on you, pal.
The victim's name is Kane Bullard. He was the CEO of KP Security and a pretty big fella in his own right.
Oh yeah, I just realized the KB stands for Kane Bullard. Got it.
His corpse was discovered at 9 o'clock this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, probably an object in this room. It happened at exactly the same time as Mask was still in the urn, huh?
Autopsy report added to the court record. Time of death 10/12 or 12th of October at 1 a.m. Cause cerebral hemorrhaging from blunt trauma to the head.
So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body?
There's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside that safe.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Safe? Well, it's pretty big. Nobody had heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, out he came. Oh, so the body fell out. That white string must be the shape from when he fell out.
I think there's only some more information about Mr. Bullard.
Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right.
Okay, she did say Billard, and I was like, wait, am I misreading that? Man, Maya is successfully gaslighting me. Detective at me.
So, what happened with Mask?
He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again. He keeps yelling. Ah, no. I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean that detective at me? Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved. Oh.
No, that's the detective I know and love.
Think about it. Amy was always around when a calling car showed up. They always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Huh. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I ever heard. That's how you just knew he was a thief. I will explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about. Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. But there's one thing that I can't figure out about his first heist. His first heist? Yeah, the Tear of Eminent case. There was a witness on that one.
A witness?
Here, I sent the newspaper clipping. This thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it.
Okay. Gumshoe giving the most crucial information. The gem and the thief.
Hey, this guard here. Haven't I seen him somewhere before?
It's very small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now that she mentions it...
Newspaper clipping added to the court record. An article on Masty Mask's first heist. Where's it going?
Oh, that prosecutor. I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to do that to minister delight.
Yeah, I think he did that way just because he knew he would hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway. So who is that Java addict, that masked maniac anyway? Prosecutor Godot? He's quite the enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office, came out of nowhere. That's right, he said this was his first case as a prosecutor. And it's true, according to records anyway. But, no way he's an amateur, he's an Iceman in court, a maverick that gives me goosebumps.
Goosebumps? You?
Yeah, the only books I've ever read. I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody talked to me, they all just turned the other way.
Boy, Detective Gumshoe, I had no idea you were so unpopular.
Ah, no, that's not what I meant. That Godot guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret.
Well, actually, let's ask about this.
This was his first heist, and I guess I underestimated him. I was sure I was gonna get him, so I was careless and lost the info on the witness. By witness, do you mean the guard in this photo? Yeah, he and the detective worked together to try and catch him Masty Mask.
But he got away anyway, huh?
That guard, I got the weird feeling that I've seen him around lately.
Nah.
I kind of feel sorry for him, he's just kind of a sad young guy. Yeah, and he seems to have a habit of always getting arrested prematurely. Well, it's just my personal opinion, but I think the police should have to investigate the whole thing more carefully.
Oh, weren't you the one that arrested him with a giant goofy smile on your face?
Come on, we don't have time to start with that. Let's just leave that alone.
Okay. Anything more about him?
Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Mr. Shane Bluebird.
That's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bluebird, pal.
Oh yeah, the victim in this case just doesn't make much of an impression on me.
Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead.
Actually, she's completely right. The victim seems completely irrelevant in this case.
Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered until this morning. Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now.
Okay, Nick, now's our chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask.
The victim.
Can you tell us more about Mr. Bullard?
You're CEO KB Security, right? What kind of company is it anyways?
Well, the company basically sends security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets with this kind of work.
Oh, and?
And I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grubber.
Really? Me too. I just love money. I can't ever get enough.
Same, bro.
Please stop learning towards me like that. You aren't getting to my wallet. Anyway, looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions.
Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be shifty.
No. I think you got that under control just fine, Maya. You need to be more ruthless, like a real CEO.
Let me go already. Apparently he was involved in selling trade secrets in rival companies.
Well, that's pretty dirty and underhanded.
Yeah. Oh, KB Security used to head security operations against Masty Mask.
What? Really?
Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive. It really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh?
Okay, well, let's see. I have this feeling I'm probably not gonna get too much information out of Gumshoe anymore. I'm going to assume you're talking about the cats again, aren't you?
Lady Gumshoe, about this right here.
Sorry, it's hard to believe, but there's a limit to how much my brain can hold. Got 2 ears and 2 eyes. My uncle one brain.
Well, I mean, cats have 2 modes. You know, actually, I had the same thing going on here, like a few weeks back. Back when the spring started, you know, like showing its first signs, and there was a lot more sunlight. The cats started to be a lot more active. They were like running around and constantly picking fights with each other. Well, one of them was picking a fight with the other cat who doesn't really care enough. But like somehow, apparently, the warm weather and light really makes them, you know, use the law energy. At least for what I've seen. But yeah, I can imagine kittens being even more active than usual is probably quite the handful.
My jury's still out on the brain thing.
Hey Nick, if you have something to say, just come out and say it.
Yeah, hopefully that's not the case. But, you know, that actually, it's a very high possibility, and I suggest taking precautionary steps for that. Because I think I told the story when we were discussing about kids last time, that that's kind of how the litter for my cat, for the litter that my cat's from, happened. Oh yeah, I mean, that's understandable, but like, maybe keep an eye out on the mummy for the time being. But yeah, I mean, dogs, you know, normally they either are resty or they just want attention and food. But cats are kind of like, they either want attention, or they either just want to sleep for the 16 hours normally, or then they just want, you know, attention and just destroy things for that attention, which can involve other cats as well. I'm pretty sure that when my cat picks a fight with the other one, he specifically wants to do it just so that I would, you know, come by and stop them. But yeah, you know, like the yeah, you know, yeah, the thing is, cats are not dumb, and that's a big problem.
Hey Nick, if you have something to say, just come out and say it.
Autopsy report?
Gumshoe, about this right here.
Oh. Oh, yeah, this was the same response. Nothing about that one. The list?
So about this.
Huh? What's that?
Hey,
Hey, wait a minute, Maya.
what's wrong?
You copied that data without permission. Don't show it to him. He might get mad at us. Well, what are you two whispering about?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just my billfold.
That's a pretty thick billfold you got there, pal. Now, I really want you to show it to me.
Blackmail letter?
What is back my letter?
Wait. Like, actually using the spoon for leverage. That's really fucking clever. Like that's genuinely really impressive for a cat, even. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's all they. Well, yeah. I don't know. Would people tax cats? You know, work? Probably would. But I know for a fact that cats would not pay. Like, even if cats would actually, you know, earn money, cats would work and earn money, they would absolutely not pay the taxes.
Well, this blackmail letter. Yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot too, pal. Why would King Bullard have been blackmailing Ron Delight anyway? Well, Mr. Delight used to work at KP Security, right? What was it that made him quit?
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the same reason he's being blackmailed.
Well, you know, desperation drives us to the wildest of, you know, feats. And there is nothing more desperate than a hungry cat. Well, actually, a hungry cat is even worse.
Oh, alright.
Okay, so he hasn't figured out anything out about the blackmail yet. I starting to get the vibe that I've gotten everything I can from here. It's time to move to the I'll go talk to the security guard and probably call it a day afterwards. I honestly am feeling like my voice cannot handle this for too long. October 13, KP Security Guard Office.
Wow, this is really something else.
For security guard office, it sure doesn't feel secure.
KP Security Guard? Uh-oh, I just remember Larry might be... Hey Nick, what's up? So he is here. Yo, how's it hanging, dude?
There's a specific response to that in the Liar Liar movie, but it's been about 20 years since I last saw that, so I don't quite remember that. Does he actually show that he's hungry like that? Because that's kind of cute, but I can also understand why that's so... That might be a little frustrating, because Micah has a tendency to start, you know, like licking my face, head, and, you know, arms every morning when he wants me to get out of bed and feed him.
And you got that sweet little Maya with you too.
Hi, Larry.
I was working my fingers to the bone.
And it walks an angel.
I got a problem with the daytime day. It's all good. No, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating the Bullard murder case.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Like, I think I overslept this morning a little bit. I was surprised that the cats didn't wake me up, but that could be because, like, they woke me up really early in the night. And I fell asleep pretty much immediately right away, so they were like, we'll just let him rest, I guess. But, like, cats really are unique. And nobody really understands whatever the fuck goes on in their heads.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? So hopelessly clueless. When it was about the murder case, boy, have I got some good info for you.
Really? What is it?
Well, I might share it with my sweet little Maya. But Nick here is a different story.
Oh, Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies.
And that was then and this is now.
Cool. Thanks, buddy. Truly it's a shame I saved your life that one time, huh? Oh well. No, a mistake I'm gonna make again.
Those screens show. Those screens they show what's going on all over the building, everywhere. It's my job to keep a steady eye on them, all of them.
Unfortunately, Phoenix is much like Batman. He doesn't know how to operate a gun. So, you know, no hope on that front.
I wouldn't sound so smug if I were you.
Are you watch regular TV on these two?
If anyone would sit here and watch TV instead of working, it's Larry. Hey, Maya, I'm a pro, okay?
Okay.
Besides, you can't get regular TV on it. And how do you know that, Larry? Because that was my first bit of investigation, if you know what I mean. I know what you're thinking. It was a professional investigation, alright?
Well, you see, now that's the other problem. Phoenix cannot really, you know, I think Phoenix lacks the physical force, to, you know, kick anyone either. The only thing he can use to attack is his head, and I'm pretty sure that's a war crime. Like, there's a certain level of density you're allowed to hit anybody with. And that head actually, you know, is too dense to be considered legal weapon.
Wow, take a look at all these things here. Hey Larry, what are they?
Huh? You say, hmm? Hey man, it's not like I have to know what they are to do my job. I always thought they were just some kind of decoration or something.
Oh boy.
How did this guy ever get a job here anyway?
Jacket.
Hey Larry, that's your jacket, isn't it? That's right.
No, sorry, wrong voice.
Did you know that you hung it right on top of the some kind of lever?
Yeah, sure. I just don't never ever touch that lever. She scowled and huffed at me. Something terrible will happen if you do. Got it, greenhorn?
So why hang your jacket on such an important lever?
This got me curious. Your jacket's weight pulls the lever down. That's what they call an accident. Does suspense just kill you? Then you wouldn't know what will happen? Huh?
It's true, it's killing me too. What about you, Nick?
Yeah, but for a different reason. Okay. So let's write on this poster in fine prints.
No, actually, I am actually a bit surprised that, considering how eager Phoenix apparently was to, you know, act with violence just 5 years ago. He must have gone through some proper levels of, you know, like growing up. Or then literally the only motivation he could ever find to physically touch another person is, you know, for simping.
A guard's 5 commandments. Wow, this sounds serious. Let's see what it says. Number 1, obey the superior. Obey thy superior.
Specifically, people Cleaverton.
Number 2, respect thy superior. Number 3, smile at thy superior. Number 4, salute thy superior. Number 5, buy donuts for thy superior upon command. It's signed Wendy Old. Head supervisor.
Pretty sure I said something about Wendy yesterday. Yikes. Well, the moment she shows up on screen, I'm gonna quit. Because I cannot do that voice right now, and I am not... I mean, the problem is I have never been to a strip club, and I don't know where the nearest one actually even would be, but I have heard that it's apparently a very common thing that, you know, they have very good wings in those for some reason. I never understood that, but I think it's like some kind of American stereotype. Then again, this isn't America, and yeah. But no, I mean, whatever place... I mean, whatever place sells food. As long as they have their hygiene in order. So, you know. Nothing wrong with that, really. Okay.
She's one tough bird. She's one tough old bird, let me tell you.
Well, yeah, you know, it's like what Chuck E. Cheese is to children. Maybe not the right way to describe that, but... You know, it... Yeah, like, you know, it's an entertainment, you know, location. And, you know, probably also helps with some legalities. I mean, I don't know. I'm not very good with on the aspect, but like I feel like there's a play like it's easier to, you know, like manage an establishment that also sells food because, you know, like I don't know, maybe something like that. But also, like, you know, people leave satisfied no matter what. And yeah, you know, also, like, it's easy to give people food. In a way. Especially because people will, in most cases, not go there for food. So, there's not, like, a lot of orders, probably. Oh, yeah. Anyways.
Grossman, you come face to face with her real, genuine ray gun.
Fuck, I don't know what voice I'm doing for Larry. I don't remember what I started with, and I cannot remember it. I'm trying to do I'm trying to do something like the Egoraptor Sonic the Hedgehog, but I just can't quite get that right.
Yeah, sounds scary, alright. Well, fortunately, she's on vacation, and that's why I'm so relaxed right now. That's my partner, see.
Your partner?
Well, that's what I call her. She's my superior, actually. Kinda weird old lady.
There's tea spilled all over the machine, you know.
Oh, don't worry about it. Just the other day, I spilled some chocolate milk on mine. It still works fine, more or less. Didn't really know how to build them, I guess.
Great. Good stuff. Fantastic stuff. This is very promising. Oh, okay. Larry, what you got for me? Good info.
So what's this good info you were talking about, Larry?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm a pro. I guess to give away the information for free.
He wants a bribe? I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest? Can you talk to him, Maya?
Larry, tell us already. What's the good info?
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. This kid has got some claws. Okay, you really want to know.
Yes. So tell me.
Okay, so the thing is, Ron July was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm pro, I looked into his background and follow me.
Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on.
Well, 1 year ago, Ron July was fired. A year ago. And there was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful.
I guess he must have done something bad to have gone fired like that.
Like maybe skipping out of work to go out. God damn it. Maybe skipping out of work to go pick up hot chicks or something.
No, that's just you. So why is it like to be a part-time security guard?
Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me. Gotta get by alright, I guess.
First, I had to keep my eye on those monitors all the time. Monitors? There are security cameras set in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out. Oh! Now, if I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams. What teams? The security teams that, for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business. But I'm not amateur either. So if it's something small, I don't bother calling them.
So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long?
The night of the crime.
You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you?
Why do you say that? It's just a part-time job for me. All I can... And I can't operate the equipment, and I'm dumb.
You made part-time and you're dumb. You're still in charge of security here.
Hey, give me a break. Don't try to pin the whole thing on me. That's not fair, Nick.
Huh?
I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility.
Anyway, the point is you were here that night, right?
Secrets. Oh, 2 locks.
Oh no, I knew something like smelled bad. It was the bots after all.
Huh, it's like I always say. That was then and this is now, okay?
Looks like I'm going to have to break his Psylocks after all.
Okay, I'm gonna see what this asks for, and depending what it is, if I can't get this done, then I'm fine for that being where I get today. But I have a feeling this is gonna require a lot more investigation beforehand. The night of the crime.
Not the crime. Were you working hard like you were supposed to?
What? Huh? Of course I was. Why wouldn't I have been?
Did you sneak out of the work just as to go see Miss Delight?
No, but that was that. And this is this.
Is there any chance that you snuck out of the work last night, too?
Never. I didn't sneak out. I'll tell you what. I'll even bet you $1.
$1? Wow. Now that's confidence.
What's with that drenched in the rain puppy look on your face? Do you have evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain?
I think this Larry was not manning station when the murder happened. Is
I don't think I have anything here. Oh wait, no, I do. Yeah, no, this makes perfect sense. Yeah, he found this at 1 AM.
this wallet? You know about this, right?
I've never seen it before.
Liar! You hadn't delivered this wallet to Miss Delight just yesterday.
Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens.
Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. What time was it when you found this wallet?
I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of a company building. 1 o'clock in the morning?
That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office.
I mean, Larry's a... How would I say? He's an unmoving force of nature. Not unstoppable, because he by all means is stoppable, but he's an absolute force of nature in the sense that he will always find his way to, you know... He always finds his way into most cases, apparently, and somehow just fucks something up, or makes life difficult, or is just completely uncooperative until you have enough material to, you know, for him to lose his last 5 jobs. Nah. Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about.
What's that?
My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. The murder might have snuck in before then.
What do you mean by that?
If the murder had snuck in before 10 p.m., then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine.
I do have the feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this. Listen up, Larry. You know beyond a shadow of doubt that the killer snuck into CEO's office after 10 p.m. during your shift.
Well, this may be the easiest Magatami I've actually done in this game. And I'm so glad about that. Because last time I fucking struggled.
Larry, when you use this keycard, does it leave a record?
Yeah, it does. But I can't show the record to just anyone you know.
That keycard data was already made public in the trial today.
What? But I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me.
Boy, does that sound like a bit of arrogant. Coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was opened with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder.
No way.
Yes, someone used this to get into CEO's office. It happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift.
Oh.
Larry, you can't dock your responsibility this time.
Yeah. No.
Okay, locks are broken. Unlock successful, and what happened on the night of the crime?
I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault. Larry! There was nothing I could do. I have important issues to deal with too, man.
What happened that night anyway?
My Donna happened.
Donna?
Huh? You're Donna?
I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, my Donna called and said I had to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right there next to her. Who was? Her new boyfriend. He was like some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy sucked me right in the kisser.
Okay, well, he's been punched.
Normally I'm the one that does that punching. Isn't that right, Maya?
I've never seen you act in any way, actually.
Yeah.
So is that why you left the security guard's office?
Wow. I'm sorry, it's all my fault. How can I ever make it up for you, Nick? What can I do? What? Wow.
Wow, he really does open those valves the moment somebody confronts him. No. Well, he could maybe use some comfort as well, but
he's curled up on the floor, crying like a baby.
Oh boy.
Nick, is there anything I can do? And if you just name it, I'll do whatever I have to do to make up for it. I swear I will.
Larry?
Hey Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we've got?
She's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him.
Nick.
alright. Evidence A. Have you seen the letter?
So what about this?
You shouldn't have.
A love letter from me. No, sorry. It's a blackmail letter. Why? How do you know about that, Maya? Huh? How much is Alexis demanding this time?
Huh? Who is this Alexis?
Didn't we show him this letter yesterday too? I'm pretty sure we did.
Larry's got some problems. Like a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a wallet I found.
You found it when you snuck out of work to get sucked into the kisser, right?
I did sneak out of work to get sucked in the kisser.
If only I had been more responsible at work, I might have spotted the murderer on the monitor like I was supposed to. Larry, you really do feel bad, don't you?
Yeah, well, maybe it's all for the best.
I think it's brought Desi and I closer to...
Oh, good God. Oh, good God. Oh, Jesus Christ. I just remembered what... Oh, God. There is no redeeming Larry, actually. There is no redeeming Larry.
Just like to say, every cloud has a silver lining. You gotta see the old water glass as half full. Am I right?
Now he's starting to sound like Larry I know.
Don't forget, Nick, half full.
Key card.
So what's this card that was used by the culprit that night?
Well, going off the serial number thing, yeah. This card was used to open the CEO's office door at 1 o'clock in the morning.
If I had this card right, then it's a no-brainer. He's a killer, man.
But if he wasn't working here, then how did he get in? Like, have they gone through all the card? Like, I don't know. Many questions here. List.
I think you know how much I want to help you guys, but I really don't know what to say about that.
What is it, Nick?
Just that he seems so, I don't know, pleasant.
The buzzer in the CEO's office is directed onto this room, right?
That's right. It's like my heart is connected to yours, Maya.
Ah!
Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer into your heart.
Ah!
I promise I'll come running to your rescue like the professional guard I am.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Thanks. I try.
Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now?
Yes, please. Please tell us.
Okay, I guess so. I'm prepared to be wowed.
Oh yeah, it just goes into. Okay, yeah. I was like, is that it?
I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier.
Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office? Well, this is the 3rd floor of the basement. CEO's office is on the 1st floor. I thought it would be a good idea to adopt a wait-and-see approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary. It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet.
Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night?
It must be recorded, right? You must have had a look at it, right? Of course I did, and I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either. Of course not.
Do you think you could maybe take just one more look at for me? Pretty please?
Oh, okay. And I just can't say no. I just can't say no to you, Maya.
What do you think, Nick?
He's probably right. I don't think even Larry could make a mistake like.
Wah! What is it? What's wrong?
I made a mistake.
Huh? But how?
It can't be. It's impossible. Okay, enough already. What about the records?
That night, it went off just once in the morning around 1 a.m. Oh boy.
1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened. Really?
You serious? That's terrible. It can't be.
Buzzer record added to the call record. The buzzer went off once at 1:02 a.m. on October 12 in the CEO's office. Well, I'll be damned. Want to tell me more about this?
You guys have really made me reflect on my way I've been living. But the only problem is, with all this reflecting, where's the time for love? Frankly, I think reflecting is a bit overrated, you know?
What are you going on about, Larry?
Boss, do you honestly have any new info on the buzzer record?
Huh? The record? No, nothing at all.
This guy reflects about as much as a piece of black carpeting.
Want to talk about this? Nope. Well, that is what I can assume is the very end of this discussion, and before I get ambushed by Old Back, I think I'm gonna call it here. I don't know how long the investigation part here is. It might still be a couple more hours. So, I think I'm gonna call it here before my voice goes out completely. It's not doing well. It's the best way for me to describe it. So, I'll continue again tomorrow. And, well, see how far I get. I don't know how long this case is, but it's starting to feel like it has this weird vibe where it's gonna probably take about as long as the maybe Steel Samurai, something like that. But anyways, while I can still say it, thank you all, and yeah, more lawyering tomorrow, I guess. Bye, sis.